Seeking the blessings of His Holiness, Sri Jagadguru Sri Shivaratri Deshi Kendra Mahaswami, I, Ramya, take the privilege of welcoming you all for the another session hosted by JSS Public School Pre-Primary Department, HSR Layout, Bengaluru. So children, welcome back, children and parents. Welcome back to a new session again today. So we would like to begin a session with a small prayer. So I would like to call upon Kumari Sanvi Das of class 1C studying in JSS Public School for the prayer. Over to you, Sanvi.
Namaskara. Aigiri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandanute Girivara Vindya Sirodiriva Sini Vishnu Vilasini Jisnunute Bhagavati Heshiti Kanda Kutumbini Bhuri Kutumbini Bhuri Kute Jaya Jaya He Manisha Suramardini Ramya Kappa Dini Shaila Sute Suravara Varshini Durdhara Dharshini Dhulmukamarshini Harsharate Tribhuvana Pusini Shankara Tusini Kilvishamoshini Gosarate Dhanujani Roshini Diti Sutaroshini Durmada Shoshini Sindhu Sute Jaya Jaya He Manisha Suramardini Ramya Kappa Dini Shaila Sute. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanvi. It was a wonderful song. Thank you, Sanvi. So now we started the day with a prayer. So now let's go for a quick brain gym. So brain gym is an exercise that is given to the brain. So let's have a brain gym now. Over to you, Taiba ma'am. And parents, please keep guessing the festivals and start typing your answers in the chat box.
Thank you, Ramya. So let's guess the festival quickly. I want all of you to put it in the chat box.
Can you guess what is the festival name over here?
Name of the festival.
Yes, Diwali. Diwali.
Very good. That's right. It's Diwali. The next one. Identify the picture. Can you all identify this? Yes, quickly, you all parents, children, guide them, parents.
Ganesha.
Ganesha. Lovely. It's Ganesha. Guess the festival. Yes?
Eid.
Eid?
Ramzan.
Is it really Eid or Diwali, children?
Ramzan is coming up, ma'am.
Yes, good. It's Eid. Okay. Next, guess this festival. Quicker, quicker. Yes, lovely.
Sankranti. Oh, yes, great.
Oh, you're right.
Great, great.
Yes, it's Sankranti.
Can
you guess the sweet here? The sweet here? A yummy, yummy sweet for festivals.
Holi, no.
No.
It is the name of a sweet.
Yes. Try.
No. Holi, no.
No.
Pan, no.
No. Okay, I'll give you a clue for this. This indicates in a Hindi. This picture indicates like a word used for Hindi. A Hindi word.
Undi, yes, we got.
Yes, you are right.
Maybe.
Undi. The next festival, our national festival.
Republic Day.
That's lovely, wonderful. It's the Republic Day. Next, can you guess this festival? The festival of dolls.
Dasara.
Lovely, it's Dasara. Can you guess the food here? A yummy food, which you all love. Yes, keep guessing.
Pastry. Yes.
Yes, it's a pastry. Identify this festival.
Christmas.
Christmas. That's lovely. So you all have Done your good job. Clap hands for yourself. Very good. Lovely. So I hope you all are fresh and now you all have seen like what we are going to tell you further. So I would take you all to Vimla ma'am. Yes, over to Vimla ma'am.
That was a very nice brain gym, ma'am. And we got the answers very quickly as well. Okay, children. Good morning to everyone, all the parents and children present here. Now, the topic for today is the festive joy, right? Today, I'll just take you through a glimpse of all the festivals which we have celebrated in JSS Public School, HSR. India, the land of festivals and celebration. Basically, we can categorize the festivals and celebrations into three main divisions. That is the national festivals, religious festivals, and the harvest festivals. Religious festivals such as Diwali, Dashera, Holi, Eid, Christmas, to name a few. And harvest festivals such as Sankranti, Ugadi, Basant Panchami, Onam, Pongal, etc. Now, let's go straight away into the celebration. It is the Sankranti Sambrama, which we organized for parents and children. It was a parent and child bonding activity where parents came in and decorated the pots. And there was another event as well, like the kite making festival. Parents and children, they participated with full enthusiasm and brought in the festivity. This is a glimpse of the Sankranti Sambrama, which was held in school. Yes, the next festival in the row in the month of January is the Republic Day. Republic Day is kick-started by hoisting of a national flag, followed by parade by our children. Many eminent personalities are invited to grace the occasion and witness all the events and skits organized by children. The talk of the day will be all about the national flag. We tell the children all the importance and significance of our national flag, like the saffron strength stands for the strength and courage. The white stands for peace, and the green stands for prosperity and growth. And in month of July, our Muslim friends celebrate Eid. They first offer prayers in mosque and followed by delicious food, which is being distributed among the poor and needy, and they bring in the festivity with their family, friends, neighbors, relatives, and everyone. Okay, in the month of August comes the line of festivals, that is the Onam. As you can see, children are actively a part of making in the process of making the Pookolam. And once the Pookolam is ready, they take pride in taking photos in front of the Pookolam, which is being displayed by the teachers. A glimpse of the festivity which we brought in through virtual mode. Children did the Raksha Bandhan, the Rakhi, and the flower Pookolam. And also, not to forget the Friendship Day, children express their love towards their friends by doing this lovely cards and posted in their class groups and express their love towards their friends. And the next celebration which is lined up is the Krishna Janmashtami. I must say, you know, our entire school turns into a Nanda Gokulam because of the children, the little ones. They dressed up so well, like they come dressed up as the Krishnas and Radhas. It's an absolute delight to see our little ones bringing in the festivity and joy. Okay, and also not to forget the Independence Day, which we celebrate in the month of August. In Independence Day also is kickstarted by hoisting the national flag. And as you can see, many children put up some skits and dramas so that they express their patriotism through that. And in pre-primary department, it is an entirely different scene. They do their takeaways, and we took them out to the nearby Agara Park, and they shouted out their patriotic slogan and expressed their love towards their country. And in the month of September, it is started with the Teachers' Day. 5th of September will be celebrating Teachers' Day, and it is a glimpse of the Teachers' Day card, which the children have, did it, and they have expressed their love towards their teachers, and by doing this lovely cards. And followed by it is our Jagadguru Shri Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji's birth anniversary will be coming up, and it is a event which we have to keep in mind forever, because the amount of social and educational towards the field of education, his contribution is very, very
his memorable contribution.
Yes, his memorable contribution is very, very important. So I hope we forward his legacy forward through that. And in the month of September, it is the Ganesha Chaturthi. And through Ganesha Chaturthi, it is a hands-on experience for these children. You can see the children doing their Ganeshas with their Play-Doh or the clay, and they bring in their festivities. You can see it is a witness. The children's smile says it all. The festival which they bring in, and they bring it to that level that they close the event by, after the holiday celebration, they close the event and they come back and do the immersion as well, and they thoroughly enjoy this process of celebrating the Ganesha festival. And also it is the Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhi Jayanti is a celebration which is celebrated to tell the importance of the significance and importance of Gandhi ji, who played to bring us the freedom and independence to our country. Children dress up as one, and they come and pay tribute and pay gratitude towards the father of our nation. And one more thing which importantly Gandhi ji spoke about is Make in India, right? It was a different version. He said, we need to use the clothes which is hand woven and made in India. It holds good even till today. And the next event is the Dussehra. Dussehra, here the children are taken through a place where the dolls are arranged in such a way that each and every arrangement tells us a story, and which also indirectly tells us about the tradition and culture of Indian system. Here, there is a mother and child bonding activity. They come, they do the dolls related to the Dussehra, and the winners are acknowledged through some goodies and certificates. And followed by it is the Diwali. You can see it is a witness that their children are very much actively part of all the celebrations. It is kick-started by decorating the diyas, using the colors, glitters. They start the celebration by this. And here we insist one main part to children and parents also to bring in the festivity in a safe and eco-friendly manner by just lighting the diyas. And the closure of the year is by Christmas. Our whole pre-primary department will be painted red and white. all the teachers and children, dressed up in red color, and we bring in the festivity, not to mention the decoration which is displayed in front of the corridor. It welcomes the parents and the visitors. It's an absolute delight to watch the decorations. Once this is we just gave you a glimpse of the celebrations which we have done in JSS Public School HSR. Each and every festival has its own importance and significance. On the whole, India is a land of celebration, and which brings the friends, relatives, neighbors, everybody together. So happy festivity to everyone. Now, I would like to call upon Mrs. Ramya to give us a brief of how to celebrate, what is the routine we follow during a festive day. Over to you, Mrs. Ramya.
Thank you so much, Vimla, because you showed us a very glimpse view, which we all are missing. Because the celebration, rather than we doing at home, we teachers are blessed to celebrate it twice. We celebrate it once in the school with our loved ones, with our little children, and then with the family. But from, as you all know, from the pandemic, we are missing it, celebrating with children. So right now, we would like to bring some knowledge about the celebrations, like how it goes on and the importance of the celebration from age-old times, like how our ancestors and our elders have kept the festivals and what are the importance of the festivals. So we'll be seeing this. Thank you so much, Vimla. It was an refreshing moment to see the PPT that you have collected all the photos that we have witnessed. Literally, it was very nice. So festival routine. What do you mean by routine? As you all know, routine is something that we do regularly. Correct? In our classes also, we speak about routine, the routines like helping your parents in small household works, getting dressed up for yourself. So all these are routine works. The routine is something that we follow regularly. But on the festival days, there is something else. The routine on the festival day changes. It changes for everyone. Like India, one country with different states, we follow different culture and we follow different traditions and customs. Each family has its own unique way of celebrating festivals. The festival's names might be the same, but the way of celebration is different. So generally what we do on a festival day, as you all know, as you all are little ones, you might have seen your parents and your elders at home getting up early than the rather time. They clean in front of the house. They do beautiful and colorful rangolis they do, or else the floral rangolis also come up, and then they tie tornas, and then having oil bath. And of course, we'll be happy because we get new dresses to wear on that day. And then sweets. Mama and grandma will cook yummy, yummy, delicious sweets in the kitchen. And then we go to temple or offer puja at home itself. And more than this, it is a family time. All your uncles, aunts, cousins, and all, no, they might come to your house or you might visit them to their house for the festival. Correct. So all these are the festival routine that we follow. So here I have picked up a topic about Rangoli. As I told you, Rangoli is the beginning of the day. We begin a day with Rangoli. So I would like to give you few tips based on Rangoli. And at the end, I'll be asking your opinion also on this. So Rangolis in different parts of Karnataka is called in different names, not only in Karnataka, in whole India. In whole India, Rangoli is called in different names. For example, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Rangoli in Tamil Nadu is called as Kolam, and it is called as Rangoli or Rangoli in Karnataka. Kolam is traditionally drawn using rice flour or chalk powder. With modern times, use of synthetic food color is also used. Native to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and some parts of Goa traditionally use this kind of kolam. The Rangoli represents the happiness, positivity, and liveliness of a household and is intended to welcome wealth and good luck. So in the slide, you can see that these are the Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka styles of Rangoli. How beautiful it is. It is full of dots and designs and patterns. So now we are going to the next one. This is called as the Aipan art of Uttarakhand. So this Aipan art is a ritualistic folk art native to Kumaon region of Uttarakhand. It is drawn to communicate the auspicious occasions, festivals, and rituals. The art form is also known to offer protection against evil. Ipon is drawn on a smooth surface that is prepared using wet mud known as geru, which is red in color. A white paste is made by grounding cooked rice in water. This paste is known as biswar and is used to draw patterns on the surface. So you can see in the slide, the red color base is ready, and on the red color the base, whatever the white color is used, no, that paste is made from cooked rice. The rice is nicely cooked and turned into a paste, and it is made into a liquid form, and we use it to draw patterns. This is similar to our mandala art. And this art is very much famous, and it is originated from Uttarakhand, and it is also known as the Ipon art. So next we have Pookolam of Kerala. So recently all our little ones did very beautiful Pookolam arts in Onam, like when we celebrated Onam in our happy classes. Vimla ma'am had shown in her slide also. So Pookolam, like it is said to the floral patterns have profound meaning. Poo stands for flower and kolam stands for the decorative designs or rangoli. It is made using fresh flowers and petals. Pookolams are designed at home and around the public places in the honor of King Mahabali, who is believed to return to his people every year. In your classes also, we have discussed the importance of Onam. Onam is celebrated to remember the king, the generous king who was a very kind king to his people. That is none other than King Mahabali. So I would have showed you only 3 types of patterns of rangolis. That is the Ipon art, the floral rangoli, and the rangoli which is famous in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, that is the dot patterns. So now let's see the developmental milestone for children from the rangoli. So it has some benefits on children also. So now let's start seeing what is the benefits. Yes. So rangoli is a street art. Okay, it is a street art. You don't get any classes for this. In the olden days, there was no classes. Hell, like now how you have your drawing class, your gymnastic class, your dance class and all. In olden days, there was no class to teach rangoli. But still our ancestors and our elders at home have learned rangoli. How? Because it is a street art that teaches culture and diversity. Typically, rangoli is an outdoor art form. Designs are inspired by nature. Some are abstract, some are themed, or some are festival based. Some are circular, square, elliptical, and dot based. Encourage your child to talk to friends from different states and ask them the significance of rangoli. Of course, this is always a good starting point. So when children mingle with each other, when they talk about each other's culture, they learn more and they learn to respect each other's culture too. And then it is a very good motor developmental skill. It helps us in developing the motor skills also. Well, in Rangoli, the first lesson is to master the art of holding the powder. Because Rangoli is put in the powder form. So now the art of holding the powder itself is very important. You have to hold it in a sort of pincer grip and let the powder drop in a uniform straight line. Usually the powder tends to fall in a blob rather than a straight line. Then finally, we learn to make patterns. It's a fun way to develop motor skills, eye-hand coordination also. And next we have geometry in a fun way. What do we mean by geometry? Geometry is nothing but which is full of shapes. We have triangle, circle, elliptical, square, right angle, rectangle. So all the angles also are in geometrical shapes with different degrees. So show the child how various shapes put together can give 3D effect to a rangoli and how different sizes of the same shapes can make beautiful designs. Soon the child will learn and appreciate the simplicity behind these age-old designs. And next, last but not the least, it is a kind of memory game too. In most families, the women in the family learned rangoli patterns by watching their mothers or neighbors. As I told you earlier, we had no classes to learn rangoli. We have learned it from our mothers and neighbors. It is a good exercise in revisualization. You can start teaching simple designs on paper. Watch your child learn how one simple wrong curve can spoil the entire design, or a wrong sequence of joining the dots can spoil it. It is a very good memory game too. It helps us in boosting the memory. So now let's see. I'll just show you a Rangoli pattern now. I would like to draw a Rangoli for you. And here what I want you to observe is, I am not drawing any patterns, but I will just connect the dots. Okay, I will just connect the dots and you can see how the pattern turns out to be. Is my slate visible, teachers?
Yes, yes, Ramya.
Okay, so here I go. I start with the dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Children, observe properly. I am not going to draw any shapes, but I am going to just connect the dots. And connecting the dots will give you a shape. So next line, I'm going with 4 dots. And next with 3 dots. On both the sides.
The upper portion is not being seen, Ramya. You have, yeah.
So in the center, I have 5 dots line. Above that, in between the 5, I have made it 4. And next, I have made it 3. So now what I'll do is, I'll start from the corner. I'm just connecting the dots. And I'm drawing the patterns. I'm just drawing the curved line here. Did I draw any shape? I just tried and I just connected the dots with each other. And here came a beautiful pattern. So like this, you can make n number of rangolis and you can help your parents. Okay, learn the art, which is a traditional art of India, so that we should be proud to be an Indian and we have to follow the tradition and customs of India. And we should learn everything as much as being Indians, all the tradition and customs we must follow. So now, thank you so much for giving your time and listening to me. So I have come to an end now. So now it's time for me to hand over the stage to Shreya ma'am. Shreya ma'am is here to show her creativity. So over to you, Shreya ma'am.
Very good morning to you all, dear ones. Okay, now you know what we are going to do? Ganesha. Are you all ready to do Ganesha? Okay. Now I'm using clay, colorful clays. Okay. So let's start now. Teachers, just see, is it visible?
Yes. Little more, Shreya.
Back or front?
Front.
Towards your, pull it towards you.
Yes.
Okay. See now?
Yes, it is clear. It is clear.
It's fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So to do Ganesha, first base is important, right? So I'm using white color for base. See, the quantity, it's left to you. How much big Ganesha you wanted to make, you can just take out and make a ball. For the base, we have to make a ball. So see, I'm doing a ball now for the base. Okay, the ball is ready. And just press it over here like a plate. Okay. See, now the base is ready. Okay. Now, let's do body. So, gundu gundu, tummy tummy, na? For Ganesha, always the tummy will be big, right? Okay. See? Such a big body I'm going to do now. With the orange and the pinkish. I've mixed the clay, orange, pink, little yellow also. Okay. Now the body is ready. And just place it over the base. Make sure, check whether it is sticked or not. Okay. See, now body is done. Now, next, legs. Okay. So I'm using green color. So we have to take equal quantity for both legs. Okay. See, I'm just taking like this and I'm making a ball. 2 balls. It should be equal. Okay. 2 balls are ready. And roll it. Just roll it. See the thickness. Okay. See, little. Okay. Now it is done. And just bend it in a V shape. Okay. Now place it one side. And on the front portion, just press it. Okay. See. Next, same way, one more you take. One more you take. Yeah. One more we'll take. I've rolled now. Again, press it in a V shape. And place it over other side. Okay. And in the front, just press it. It should look like a foot, right? See? Okay. Now legs are done. Next, hands. So the same way we have to do. Equal quantity we have to take and make a ball. And one more hand. Let's see, the balls are ready now. So same way, roll it. Okay. Now V shape. Okay, just keep ready. Both hands. And again, bend it and keep ready. Okay. Now for the face. For head part, I'm using, see the quantity, you can see how big body you have to, little small ball you have to take for head. Okay. Now, see the head part is done. We're going to stick here. Okay. See. Make sure it is stuck or not, you have to see. At back side, you can just press it so that the shape will not be changed. Okay. Now done. Now Ganesha is ready, almost. Now we'll just place it on hands. So the right hand always, will be blessing us, right? So I just rest over you. Okay. Now one more hand, Ganesha will be holding what? Laddu. Kadbu. You all like kadbus, right? So, see the palm, I'm just, you can see the shape of palm. I've done it. Okay. Now both legs and hands are ready. Now what is next? Crown. So I'm going to do crown. So what I'm going to do, first I made a ball and I'm just rolling over thin layer, okay? Why I'm making thin, for the crown, for design. See, it is left to you. If you want to do it different way, like keeping our balls, it's okay. See, little more thin I'll take. See. one circle. Okay, then little smaller I'll take. One more ring I'm placing over there. Then again, one more ring. Okay, then one small one. Okay, now crown is ready. Okay, what is left now? Ears. So I'm using yellow. Even this also we have to take equal. For ears, make a 2 balls. Chota balls. Or here ones, you try it, you will enjoy it, you know, if you do this. Okay, just press it in your thumb finger and stick it. Okay, same way you press. Now ears are ready. Okay, ears are ready. Now we'll do a trunk. So little. Okay, I'll take yellow only for trunk. Okay, see the shape of trunk. How long you just measure it according to that. You can do it. Okay, now down, just bend like this. Okay, place it on the mouth, please. Our trunk is ready now. See how cute Ganesha now. Next, for eyes, I'm using pepper. Okay. Okay. And for the design, I'm using some bead here. And for hands, see, you can use paint also, okay? You can do it 3 namas. So I'm not using because I'm using color clay, right? So I'm not using. Next, see. Next, you can use pencil and you can make designs over here on crown. So it's left to you how decorative you can do it. You can use beads. Okay. And for the trunk also, I'm just making little holes. So it looks attractive. And let's do some laddus, okay? Fast. 1 laddu, 2, and 3 laddus. Even kadbus, okay? Yeah. Oh my God, it's done. See now? Wow. Our Ganesha is ready. Wait. A cute kutti Ganesha is ready, children. See? How nice, right? So you all try, okay? So now this is surprise for you all. What surprise? You have to wait, okay? Till end, you have to wait. Okay, all of you? Thank you. Over to you, Taiba ma'am.
Thank you, Shreya. That was really very lovely. So, on this special occasion, you all have seen, right, what all have been done. Ramya ma'am, Vimla ma'am, they all spoke so much about festivals. So, on special occasion, what we all do? We go, we buy new clothes, we buy matching accessories, and so many things you all enjoy. But with this, we also apply something on our hands and feet. Can you all tell me what it is? Can you all guess? Can you all guess and put it in the chat box so that let me know what it is? Yes. You can type. Yes, it's mehendi. That's lovely. Yes, it's mehendi, which is also called as henna. It is a form of art. It is a decoration done on hands and feet. You know that the benefits of mehendi, it provides relief from stress and headache, and it acts as a cooling agent. It is made up of dry leaves. See, you all can see this. See, these are the henna leaves. Can you all see this, children? Are you all able to see?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Very
Yes, these are the henna leaves. So what we do is we keep this for drying. So once it is dried, it becomes like this in this form. So the color changes. Are you all able to see? The green color changes into light olive color. Then we grind it and make it into powder. This is the powder form of mehendi. And this henna powder, mehendi powder, is mixed with water to make a lovely paste. And this paste, once you add water, the color changes into olive green, the dark olive green paste. And that paste is put into a cone. Before, no, there was no cone and all that. So people in ancient times and all that, they were not knowing how to apply mehendi. So they used to take a stick and they used to put designs. But now we all can prepare a lovely cone and fill the paste in the cone. You can see this is a cone where we fill the paste in this cone. And now let's see what we can do. One minute. Ramya, are you able to see?
Ma'am, just pull it towards your side. Lift
Yeah.
down. Yes, now it is visible.
Yeah. So what we have to do is on our palm, we take the mehndi cone filled with the mehndi paste and we start drawing a design. So this helps in fine motor and gross motor development of the child, and it also helps in thinking skills. So the child can think like what design can be done once they have finished. To continue the design, they have to think, right? So to make design, we use different patterns like circles, then the curves. As you all have seen, no, in Rangoli, Ramya ma'am showed you. The same patterns if you use, you get a beautiful mehndi design. Instead of Rangoli, we can put this in our hand and call it as a mehendi design. So you can do lots of pattern in this using standing line, sleeping line, curves, and then filling the design. Then you can make curves. Are you all able to see, children? Simple patterns with shapes and lines, we get beautiful mehendi design. So now you can fill this in standing line, or you can fill this as curves. You can fill each leaf in different pattern. You can put dots. You can make squares, putting the sleeping line and the standing lines. Or you can make V pattern, a V pattern. Or you can make spirals. or you can have a leaf pattern. So these are the different easy ways of putting a pattern. Are you all able to see this? Hope you all try this, huh? Try the simple patterns. So, sleeping line, standing line, you can use lots and lots of shapes also when you are doing your mehendi. The dots, the sleeping line, square, slanting line, curves, spirals, which completes your design. So in this way, we can complete a beautiful pattern. Yes. So our mehendi design is ready. Can you see? It's very simple, just using standing line, sleeping line, your spirals, your curve and all. We have completed a pattern. Can you see what color it is? Now at present it is green, right? But as this mehendi dries, we keep it for a whole night after applying. We should keep it for 1 or 2 hours. As it dries, you have to just rub your hands and remove the powder, and you can see a beautiful color. Can you tell me what color this is? Can anyone guess and tell me what color you get from the mehndi? Yes, all of you type in the chat box quickly. What color you can see after you?
Orange.
Yes, orange color. It is orange color.
Red.
As the day passes by, this orange starts turning into darker red, then dark maroon. Then after a day, it is blackish brown in color. Very nice. So did you see the magic? The green color changing it into dark brown. You know, so when you apply mehendi and remove it, you get orange color. Then this color, as the day passes by, it gradually changes into dark orange color, and then brown, and then black. So you all are ready to apply mehendi for festival, right? So I want you all to try. Take a small cone and try doing it. Lots of practice, right? It helps in your gross motor development. Your muscles and all will build, and you all can learn different patterns. Okay. So we've done lots and lots of preparations for our festival. Everything is ready. A rangoli is ready, your mehndi is ready, your dress accessory, everything is ready. But oh, we forgot something special. That's very, very important for our festival, right? Without that, we are not happy. Can you all guess what it is? Can you all tell me what is left out? Can you all just guess? Try guessing it.
Sweet.
Sweet. Yes, superb. So it's the sweet. So we move to Shreya ma'am for the special dish what she's preparing for us. So over to Shreya ma'am.
Are you all ready? Are you all ready, children? Okay. See ya.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
See now? Nice, Ganesha, right now? Okay. But there's a missing right now. What is missing? Prasadam. So we are going to do now Prasadam. What Prasadam I'm going to do? Rava Laddu. Okay. For doing Rava Laddu, is it visible? Just take it now. Peaches.
Shreya ma'am, let's push it towards the stand, little back. Towards the stand of the god where you have to.
Yes, yes.
What is visible? Shreya ma'am, you have gone on mute. Please unmute yourself.
1 cup of rava, and I've roasted rava with ghee. Okay, adding 4 spoons of ghee while roasting. So 1 cup of rava, grated coconut, 3/4 cup of sugar, and dry fruits, and cardamom powder. And this is half spoon, like 5 elaichi I have took. Okay, and warm milk with ghee. Okay, so let's start now. I'm taking rava. Okay. Fine. Now, next, sugar. And coconut. Even you can use dry coconut. Then dry fruits. Then elaichi powder, maybe half spoon. Done. Okay, now mix well first. Wow. Okay. Mix well. See how thing is ready. Okay, see, now the powder is ready. So now I'm adding warm milk. See, I'm not pouring milk at a time. Little I'll pour it and start doing rava laddu. Okay. So I'll mix little. Now and I'm using badam, garnish. See, if you add dry fruits more, it is very good. Laddu is done. Okay, one more laddu I'll do. It's a milk I'll add. Okay. So it's very easy and very, very tasty, children, and it's very good for your health. I'm using butter. Laddu. Do one more. Okay. Now see. Now see, dear ones, how nice the laddu. It's tasty, right? It looks yummy. Now, I'm just looking for God. Okay. It's now perfect. See, now it is complete, right?
Beautiful. This is so beautiful, Shreya ma'am. Now our children are ready to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi with all the tips that we have given. So now it's time for us to pray God.
Yes. All of you join your hands.
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Thank you so much, Shreya ma'am. It was so beautiful. So now it's we all saw, no, parents and little ones, we all saw Shreya ma'am doing beautiful, yummy festival dish from our end. So now it is time for us to congratulate and appreciate all the parents and the little ones who had participated enthusiastically for the Chocolate Wonder workshop. So we had asked them to send the recipes of their own based with chocolate theme. So we have got many recipes, and we would like to give a big round of applause from the team JSS to the parents and the children who have participated actively. And I know that they have already received their e-certificates to their mail IDs. So now it's time for others to just gear up and just participate in the activity. So now the task of today's workshop is like how Shreya ma'am did her festival dish. We expect parents to do their side. Like, as I told you, India is a basket of religion. We have many religions and we follow many customs and tradition. So whatever is your festival dish of your state, which is a famous festival dish that you cook in your house, you can just share those recipes with us. Click the photo with the child and please post it to the chat box, the mail ID which is given in the chat box by 15th September. 15th September is the last date to send in your queries. So here we are expecting many different dishes from different states, correct? So we all are different from different states. So we are eagerly waiting to learn and see the recipes of different states over here. Correct, children? So I hope that you will be participating here. Vimla ma'am and Tapa ma'am has already started putting the mail ID in the chat box already. It is JSSPS online 29@jssuni.edu.in. So please send in your recipes with the photos and the written recipes, photos to be clicked with your child, to the mail ID given in the chat box. As I told you, it is a festival time. So festival dishes of your, we are not going to stick for anyone. Festival dishes that is famous in your state, that you are very good in doing your festival dish. You can just share the recipes with us. Okay, now we have come to an end. So now I would like Taiba ma'am to take over. Taiba ma'am, over to you. Taiba ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, Ramya.
Yes.
Yes, children. So I would like to thank, it was an immense pleasure to deliver this word of thanks for this event. I would like to thank the technical support team who is always with us. And I would like to thank our principal ma'am who has given us this platform. I really thank her. Like, she's made a day for us with all of you. And I would like to thank all the parents and the little ones who are with us from the start till the end. Thank you, children. And I would like to thank all my colleagues who are present with me. And once again, wholeheartedly, I thank my little ones who are really doing a wonderful job. I can see them making lovely Ganeshas for us using clay. Very nice, children. Appreciate you all. Give a big hand for all of them. Thank you once again, everyone. See you all soon with the next webinar.
Thank you so much, Taiba ma'am. Thank you, children. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. See you all and meet you all in the next webinar.